advanced with our skiing exercises by incorporating a lot of different tools all at once. So some of you may have access to a TRX at a gym and a BOSU. Some of you may or may not have access to a Rip Trainer, and if you don't, please let me know and I will show you how to go ahead and recreate that awesome fitness tool. So we're going to start with my first one today, which is a basic hamstring into bridge up position using the TRX. So make sure your TRX, wherever it is, that the foot cradles themselves are at your calf height. You're going to go ahead and you're going to lay back for me onto the ground. You're going to place the feet into the straps like so, legs straight out, okay? So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the butt up. We're going to curl in. Once we've curled in, we're going to push the hips up further, come down and back out. So again, drive them in and then push up and then take them out. You're going to repeat this one 20 times, okay? So now we're going to get a little bit more creative and we're going to incorporate the BOSU into the next two moves while using the TRX. So for purposes of this exercise, I've gone ahead and shortened the TRX straps. I've placed my BOSU that this way when I perform the exercise, my body still is at a nice upright position. Come on top to the BOSU. From here, go ahead, get your balance, foot is centered, lift the opposite leg, lean back so you're maintaining a nice plank position. From here, you're going to go down into your squat and you're going to come straight up just like so, and you're going to repeat 10 times. All right, so that is a single leg squat while on the dome of the BOSU. The next one we're going to do is actually a hip hinge. So again, we're going to use the BOSU. We're going to have our arms at 90. So from here, we're going to start by just simply balancing. Once we have our balance, we're going to go ahead and we're going to perform that hip hinge motion, creating a Romanian deadlift on the left side, and then we're going to come all the way up to a nice upright posture. You do want to engage those arms just a little bit in the straps for balance, and as you can see, we're going ahead and we're really working the body, challenging everything on that left side as we perform this action. This is a nice TRX hip hinge while incorporating the BOSU as well. So now what we're going to do is, since we have the BOSU in front of us, we're going to go ahead, we're going to flip it over so that now we're going to have the flat side present, okay? So from here, what we want to do is we're going to come up and we're going to place our foot on the center of the BOSU. From here, we're going to step up. Again, always get your balance first. That's a key thing to do. Any of the exercises that I talk about that incorporate balance. Lift the opposite leg up. As you've lifted the opposite leg up, you're going to take that same side hand and you're going to come down. You're going to come down, touch the toe, and then come on up. The idea is not to lean forward in this exercise, but to go ahead and really start feeling that glute engage on the way up, all right? So that's another exercise that you can do to enhance your cutting and edging and actually going down the mountains this ski season. The next one does involve more use of what's called the Rip Trainer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now how we're going to use that. So this is the Rip Trainer. It's a great tool to use to really work on some asymmetrical movement patterns and enhance your body a lot more for the upcoming ski season. So what's going to happen is we're going to have the bungee cord itself is attached to an anchor point there. And so one side of the body is always going to be working under more tension than the other. So from here, I'm going to go through a few motions with you guys so you can see how to better utilize the Rip Trainer in your training protocol for the ski season. So the first one we're going to do with the Rip Trainer today is we're going to line up our hip with the anchor point, which is against a supported beam just on the other side of the camera. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to have a nice little kind of staggered stance. We're going to bring the Rip Trainer so our arms are straight out in front. Right off the bat, you're going to feel the pull and the rotation trying to pull you in and towards that anchor point. We're going to go ahead, keep those arms nice and strong. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the body, okay? Maintain, bring it in, press it out, okay? So come back from here, pivot, bring it in, bring it out, okay? So this is a chest press with rotation. So I'm gonna show you again, arms straight out, rotate the body, go ahead, press in, press out. Now, say we wanna get a little bit more explosive when doing this action. You can go ahead and add in a shuffle. So from here, I'm slightly off the camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and now I'm gonna go out 2 steps, power, press, and then I'm gonna fly back. So I'm gonna come out 2 shuffles, pivot, and press, okay? So right there, that's some ways to get a little bit more dynamic with your training for the ski season. The other one is a little bit more like what we call quick feet. This becomes much more explosive. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have our arms straight out in front, nice squat stance, quickly change, bring the feet around, and come right back. Quick, 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 quick. All right, so the idea here is to start to really mimic going down the moguls and feeling that quick, sharp, intense kind of movement pattern from one side to the other side of the body. All right, so there you have it. So those are the exercises that will really kind of enhance and advance your skiing this season for the cutting and edging and moguls that you may be encountering on the very different types of terrain that you may encounter this year. So like I said, if you ever have more questions about anything, drop some comments down below. These exercises, again, are not meant for anyone who is currently still kind of rehabbing any type of injury. They are meant for the more advanced skier in general. So if you have questions whether or not these exercises might be appropriate for you based upon your ski ability, your level, what kind of injuries you may have encountered throughout the years, please drop a comment below and I will happily go ahead and give you my honest opinion and feedback from there. All right, everyone, like I said, these are some advanced exercises you can do to enhance your skiing this year. If you don't have access to something like a TRX, a BOSU, or a Rip Trainer, again, drop a comment below and we'll go ahead and make those modifications for you as well.